Turns out there is a price for happiness. More. A majority of respondents in the Empower survey saying they strongly or somewhat agree that with this statement, having more money would solve most of my problems. Well, I'm going to bring in Patrice Lee Onwuka. Patrice, it's really amazing to me because it was a similar portion in every single economic bracket. They all said if we made more money, we would be happier. So, I guess that stands to reason, but it seems so amazing that we're so focused on this that, I just want to kind of get your thoughts on that because a while ago, we've always kind of grow up hearing that money doesn't make you happy, but is real life different?
Well, I think when you look at that survey, Charles, you see that people at the lower end of the spectrum needed maybe $10,000, $15,000 more to feel less stressed. People making $100,000, $200,000 or more needed an extra $100,000. So that tells me that you've got folks at the upper end of the spectrum, income-wise, they're feeling pinched by probably higher taxes, all of their extra earnings going a lot shorter than those who are earning less. And obviously, if you have lower income households, you also have those government transfers, the welfare, the different benefits that they may qualify for. But I think to your larger point, though, about society, when you look at different studies, really the things that really make us happy for a longer term is not necessarily a bigger paycheck and more income. It's those intangibles of talking to people and generosity. What a perfect timing to be going into Giving Tuesday thinking about how can I benefit somebody else other than me. And
I'm with you on that traditional stuff, but I keep, like, for instance, I just saw something, a new survey saying that the average person is going to spend $1,652 this holiday season. That's going to be higher than the year before and higher and higher. It just feels like, again, we say those things, but in reality, we're spending more and we want more stuff.
We do. And, when you're thinking about what people are spending more on, some of those things are like clothing items. Some are experiences. We saw that huge Beyonce, Taylor Swift bump for those once-in-a-lifetime experiences. I do think, though, inflation is weighing folks down and how they're paying for it. You just had that segment talking about buy now, pay later. But credit card debt has hit over $1 trillion, a new high. So people, they're quenched, their desire for stuff. It keeps growing, but I still think, though, that American generosity can't be underestimated. Americans gave almost $500 billion last year. Inflation kind of pulled that back from the year prior, but we are still the most generous nation, and maybe that generosity combats some of that that selfishness of, okay, me, I'm going to spend on me, and rack up the debt along the way.
No, I agree. Now, there's a recent survey that finds Americans without any friends has actually increased big time. It's up 400% since 1990. Again, we're starting to see where people have fewer friends. I get worried. I'm getting older, right? Some of my friends are, we're just not getting together like we used to. Is this a problematic thing? You brought up the holidays. You brought up other things that make us happy beyond just money. Where does this come in on the equation? Because it feels like a trend that's not reversing at any time soon. It's not just aging. It's something that we're doing. We're just saying, hey, we want fewer friends. Is it politics? How do we get here?
Well, let's go back to Robert Putnam from Harvard and bowling alone. This is probably a decades-long trajectory where, people are spending less time in groups, less going to church, which is a natural place of community where you're meeting people with similar value systems. And so that plays a role. But the pandemic hit a lot of relationships really hard, Charles. We weren't getting together for a girls' night out. Guys weren't able to hang out as much as possible. And I think we're seeing some of that residual effect. Unfortunately, men in particular are hard hit by this loneliness epidemic. And when you've got guys who feel like they can't provide, they can't find jobs, and they don't have guys to hang around.
We got to leave it there, Patrice. But I would say, if anybody out there is any good at bid whist, I'm looking for a friend.